how to get laid in Hong Kong, or where to get laid in Hong Kong. This is what I'm gonna talk about in this video real quick. And I will tell you how I got laid here and where. We are here in Wan Chai, the famous or infamous entertainment district here in Hong Kong. Wan Chai is a district, but within this district there is a entertainment area. For example, over there you can read it, Makati Pub and Disco. Already very old, this club, and you have some bars and pubs here and stuff where all these expats are hanging out and have fun. So this is basically, it's one or two blocks here with bars and pubs and clubs scattered around the area. Very popular among expats, expatriates, yeah, already for decades. So when I was here 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago, it was the same, nothing much has changed, but I would say there is a little bit less going on now than 20 years ago, but it doesn't matter. So there you you can see the girls already. I don't know, lady voice or what, probably. You didn't have that 20 years ago. Anyway, so how to get laid here in Wanchai. How did I get laid? Very simple. You just go into one of these clubs here, and these clubs are frequented by, at the time, mostly Filipina freelancers. I explained this in one of my latest videos. These freelancer Filipinos who come from the Philippines, they stay 2 weeks here or 4 weeks in Hong Kong, yeah, working on commission basis, hoping to get a guy, a customer, paying them drinks and then also taking them home later. That's the deal. Yeah, these clubs here, they are not really dance clubs. Yeah, this is just like a mix between a bar, and they have a dance floor with live band and stuff, and also DJ. So it's a mix, but it's a club, you know. It's a club. These bars here. I never picked up a girl here because this is for other guys who, I don't know, like bars. I never hung out at these bars, you know. I always went into these clubs. I cannot show you now. I will go into a couple of them later. I will try to get some footage and then show you. And inside these clubs, these freelancers, you know, Filipinos mostly, like I mentioned, pretty straightforward. Tons of them, you know. Over there is another Filipino bar and restaurant. Yeah, so and that's the deal. So pretty easy. You can get laid. You could get laid very, very quickly here. It was not a big deal. You go inside these clubs here. You don't pay any entrance fee. That's the good thing. Even these days, I believe, because you know, they make money with the drinks, and the girls, the freelancers. I don't really know what the deal is, but they get, yeah, you buy them a drink and they get a commission. So, and this is how the club makes the revenue, you know. They don't need to charge for entrance fee and stuff like that. This is another one. Formerly Fenwick the Dog. It's now called Embassy, probably already for a long time. And this bar from dusk till dawn, I remember, was already in place 20 years ago. Then here, my famous Chinta J, the Filipino Indonesian bar restaurant where I picked up my very first Filipina bar girl. And I met her right here, I remember. The bouncer asked me whether I need a girl. I said yes, and he organized it. 20 minutes later Hazel showed up here, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Unimportant details. So no entrance fee. You go inside, like this place over there, Embassy. I showed you. This is a club. So you go inside. I will check it out later, but it used to be like that these clubs are full, packed with freelancers, yeah, mostly Filipina freelancers, and it's easy to hook up with them, of course, because they are there for making money, right? And at the time, these freelancers were mostly single moms, actually good girls, no professional prostitutes or hookers. Yeah, and not only after the money, they were also looking for maybe finding a boyfriend and things like that. I think that has changed today in Hong Kong. It's really like everywhere else. The girls are just in for the money. I also noticed, I don't know about the going rate here. I have to check. Maybe I can get some information, but I know for other services that the prices obviously have increased, you know, during the past 20 years anyway. But so that's the thing. And 20 years ago, yeah, it was really fun to hang out with these Filipinos, because yeah, they were here for the money, but not only for the money, you know. This is what maybe other expats also will confirm from Thailand and the Philippines, that has changed today with social media and Instagram and all this crap, you know, the virtual validation, you know, the girls are way more full of themselves and are just after the money. This is my general impression I have, you know. But anyway, today is so yeah. And that was the way to go, and this is the way to go still today. Here in Hong Kong, if you want to get laid, of course you have other, you have tons of brothels here, packed with mainland Chinese women. You have massage parlors, you have these one-woman brothels, you have everything here in Hong Kong, yeah? Hong Kong is a Disneyland East, as mentioned. And here, this was my favorite club at the time. At the time it was called Neptune 2. Now it's Players. So I will have a look later inside. And I've been there actually last Sunday already. I went with my Indonesian girl. She works here in Hong Kong, and we went to the Indonesian party. Yeah, every Saturday and Sunday, starting early afternoon, there is this Indonesian party for all the Indonesian domestic helpers who work here, and they then go party, you know. And I tell you, we went like last Saturday at 2 p.m., not 2 a.m., 2 p.m., and the place was packed with like in the old days, with young, sexy, crazy Indonesian girls who just want to enjoy, let loose, you know, hook up with guys, also some of them for sure, and just have some fun. These girls, they are no prostitutes, not even freelancers, nothing. Some of them maybe, yeah, but for sure that also has increased. Yeah, more domestic helpers nowadays also do freelance services on the weekends, because the money. It's worse than 20 years ago. Yeah, too much enticement also in Hong Kong. Too much enticement through social media. Everybody is posing and showing off, and this really has also a really adverse influence on the girls here. So they just care for, many of them care for money and nothing else. But that's basically the story. There's not much more to add. This is where I hung out, this area here. So we already went one time around the block here. Yeah, Wan Chai here, the expat area with mostly expats hanging out here. No Chinese people hang out here. The Chinese guys, they all stay on the other side in Kowloon, and they go to these brothels, massage parlors and hostess bars and I don't know what, nightclubs and other stuff for Chinese people, and where also these mainland Chinese girls are, you know. But that area here is suitable for expats, you know. For guys like me, it used to be at the time suitable for me, and then you have all these Filipinas and Indonesian, mostly Filipinas hanging out here, Indonesians, Thai girls at the time also, you know, and the Chinese, I know the Hong Kong Chinese, they don't like the Filipinas so much, or the Indonesians, they prefer Chinese girls, Chinese women, mainland Chinese women, and then probably also nowadays Russians and stuff like that, Russian girls or Ukrainian women, I don't know, you name it. And at the time 20 years ago there were no Russians here, no nothing. These white Russian girls, they are in high demand in Asia. Asian men, the rich guys, they buy these women. No, I'm not interested in Russian girls, not at all. But so that's the deal, that's the story. I'm just thinking now, should I add anything? So no. This is how I got laid here, and this is where I got laid. Pretty heavy, and then it's nighttime now. At the time there was a club called The Bridge, which after all these nightclubs close at between, let's say, 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning, they close down, they have to, or they finish their business, and then there was another club opening up at the same time, and then carried on the party like an after-hour club, and until like lunchtime, and then another club. So there are a couple of places maybe doing after hours and stuff like that. You can party through into the morning, into the next day, so that's the thing. Now you know. If you have any questions, let me know. If you are in Hong Kong, if you are an expatriate, you should check out this area. It's, you see, it's not sleazy, dirty, rough, dangerous. No, this is in the middle of the city here in Hong Kong Island. Also, we have traffic here, people, Hong Kong Chinese people. You have other shops here. Now this is just scattered in between somehow. It's no really a separate district. There is no mark, there is no fence or anything like maybe in other cities, like in Germany, in Hamburg. But so this is just like it is here. But I can tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on here, you know, girl-wise. So if you need to get laid, if you want to get laid, if you need a quick fix, you come here to Wan Chai and check out these clubs, Embassy and Players, and there are other clubs also here. Here over there, Makati Pub and Disco. This is the club where I'm going now. I will check this out. It's called Escape now. But the sign here, Makati Pub and Disco, this is still the old sign from, like, I don't know, this is maybe already 30 years or something like that, you know. So when you are in Hong Kong, you come here, have a good time. Tons of girls, I believe, still today. I will see now in a minute for sure. And nothing has changed basically in Hong Kong. That's the good news for guys who prefer that kind of lifestyle. For me, that's done. I'm done with it. You know, this was the bridge actually. I think that was the bridge here. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know what it is now. It used to be a bar restaurant, and then it's converted into a club. But nothing for me anymore, really. I'm done with this, you know. As I told you so many times, I was like 28, 29 when I arrived here. Now I'm 48. It's good to come back to see this. Basically nothing has changed. Last week when I went with my friend to Players and Embassy, I was just thinking, you know, all these hot chicks dancing there on the dance floor, you know. I hooked up with their mothers, you know. It's funny, you know, their daughters dancing here, you know, like crazy. It's just, you know, a little bit nostalgia, of course, obviously also. Nostalgia is always involved, but I can tell, I'm just coming here to shoot the video, also to explain you a little bit and showing you what's going on, you know. It's not too spectacular actually, you know. it's not really too spectacular or crazy or nothing. You know, this is it's a very decent area, very civilized, not a crime area or something like that. Yeah, so very decent, very civilized, very safe. Yeah, I had never any issues here. This is bar 109. That bar was in place already 20 years ago, and I remember that was the bar which opened 1 p.m. in the afternoon. It took over basically from the bridge, and this is the place where then the most hardcore people went to party on, and I was one of them. You know, very small place, only nothing going on now, but on Sunday lunchtime the place is rocking, you know. But anyway, so long story short, now you know. Welcome to Wan Chai. I'm gonna see what's going on here now inside the clubs, and then I'm gonna see you in one of my next videos. Take care, bye bye.